How's it going? I didn't know that the thingies wouldn't work when you were in that screen. This is what it does. Yay! Get some juice on the go here, and we'll get this straightened out. So we were working last night on getting that system done, and someone came in and asked a few questions, so we went on tour for a little bit. So we're going to finish that building out. Finish out that. Do that side. And then we'll put a bin at the bottom and see how it works. Just demoing it type of thing. Because we got like a little bit of wiring to do. Go around, click on them all, and put them on rods. And then do a full send. And if we figure out that system works, then we'll put it on the other side, and then we'll use that as much as we can for what we can. So, yeah, see, we don't have the belts done on this side. So this is what we're thinking of. We'll probably do the mirror image of it there. Do the same, same infeed. So I'm pretty sure we maybe have all that side done, or we didn't quite finish it. Let's check and see what we got done. We get there done? Yeah, looks like it. We here done? No. So let's. Oh, we started here. Okay. Because I'm pretty sure I need 72 units. There's only 32 in this building, so if I do 2 buildings of them, that's only 64. And then 1 building will be a mix. So that's why I'm figuring out the system as I go. Getting everything straightened out. No, it's not 1. It's 2. 1 would work. But give myself a little bit more wiggle room, because it's just going to basically go through, come right back out, and feed right back out again. So now I need to get a merger for the top. In. Out. As you can see there, the top I think will just run out, and probably the similar style of that, just will be leaving. Okay, so now we're gonna do. Might as well do Mark II. That's not what I wanted. There you go. A glitch in the matrix. So I'm not merging it. I'm just. I don't have this side done yet. So the material is going to come up across and then loop back across and go back down to there, hopefully filtering it around a little bit so I have a little more of an even manifold system. You know, really truly, you could almost just take that one and run to, take it and run it up to the next one if you wanted to. Ooh, there's still got a little clipping on the go, but okay, that's that. Okay, so that one is basically done. Yeah, that one's done. So we're gonna do this one. Just this one side. So we put a splitter on that there. That's only one. Okay, that's only one. I wasn't sure if it was no, one Mark II. Okay, so that part's done. So now we're gonna delete this little bit of stuff here.
Hello, darkness, my old
Skull Crusher.
I've come to talk with you
How's it
again.
going tonight? Just twice I clicked the button. Where are you working? So, how's it going? We're here getting, the buildings all straightened out. So, since the last time you seen this, we decided about our building. We got one side done. We got our buildings laid on our platform. It's a little bit artsy-fartsy stuff done. And we're working on loading out the lining up all the belts now to load it in. And we're already after redoing all this since you've seen it. This was partly done in the building that you've seen of the one-sided rendering. But I got weird and changed it all again. Trying to maneuver so many items through a building. And it wasn't working out as much. The whole inside. The only thing that's the same is the floor dimensions. But the artsy stuff is done on this one on one side. So that's not too bad. But I got all the buildings done down underneath too. The bottom is all done, ready to go. I should say, the buildings are there, they're loading in. They're just not, probably all full now. Got these ones done. Yeah, they're loaded in. Loaded full. Okay. I just don't have the outs done yet. So I didn't do the outs because I need to figure out where they're jumping down, which that's not going to be fun. So we're on this one. Okay. That might be an issue. That might be an issue. Yeah, that might be an issue. No, it's just 2. I could probably bring it a little tighter than that. So yeah, that would just come down inside that. Yep, that's gonna be an issue. Looks to be. Almost we're here. It's just weird because then it has to. Yeah, that's gonna be an issue because. The feed out for the building is over there. Maybe do some little creativeness. Oh, it'll be right there. Because there's a door upstairs, so it'll be coming out right now. Yeah, probably then just run it over and run it up. Yeah, we might be able to maneuver that. I didn't realize the buildings upstairs. This one's gonna be really weird. Because it's literally... Yeah, that one's not gonna... That's not gonna work. Yeah, so it's a... might work, might work. So yeah, these ones here are built under the platform. The ones up there are built above the platform. But I didn't realize that the buildings lined up so perfect. That's gonna be a... what's here? Let's go get some wire and analyze that, because uh-oh. It was meant to feed underneath, because that's where the buildings are. But I didn't think it was going to feed literally right in the building. And I really don't want to move the all that on top. Because that's not fun, not fun. I know what these are. I know what these is were. And like there's even the ones built over here. Why is that one still loading in? Are these not loading in right? Why is that one having... No? That's weird. Is she clogged up? No. They were built at the same time, so they should be pretty well in line with each other being done. So it's odd that it's not done. Okay, it's just that one. R5, yeah. It's just the last 4 machines. It's the last 4 here. Pretty well done feeding in, but it's just weird that one is done and one's not. I guess this is. There must be a belt somewhere, but it's not jammed up. So like the 3 of these is like 2 something a building. They'll go out across the build. So they'll come up through here, which then will basically dump right out on that same floor where we are building the basement. So we'll just go out here. And then go up to wherever, mix together with a bunch of them and go up on a certain set, and that's where it's going to be the problem. We might lose a window or 2 here or there. We might lose a window or 2 there. We might have a little bit of a oop-ba-doop-ba-doop-ba-dee-doo. Just like this one. is outside. Okay. Yeah, see, this is one that might be a little bit... Yeah, see? Right in the middle of a... Yeah, if I bring it over a little bit, might be able to get it in there. If I got to, what I can do is move that one, which that's the second line. Move those two over, if I got to, just for that one. So that looks like the only one that's in the way. Yeah, just move that one and that one over. Like all the rest of it, because see, the problem you're running into is the building process is 280. The each building does like 280, 270. But each one of these doesn't need 280 pieces. I don't know what that needs. Let's check that. It was meant to have like a run them all together as much as you can, split them and run them in. It wasn't meant to be. It's not. Okay, so this is rods. So 15. Okay. So one complete building needs 480. Okay. So they are basically building for building. Don't. So like this one here can just basically just run right out this building, but that one's built right on top of that one, so it's basically. So then, yeah, sheets just wants 30. The sheet buildings want more, because the sheet buildings then will be. Yeah, the sheet buildings will not be able to be fed by one line. Because as much as I can run is 720 and they want like 960. So the sheet buildings will be not done this way anyway. So I might leave that one to a sheet building and then I might be able to run it differently. This one here. Yeah, so that's a sheet, because the sheets need way, way, way more. Okay, so now that I got that small panic attack. Okay, so now we need to do a splitter, merger, something on top here. So there's like 130 machines in total. 72 of one and 52 of the other. So it'll be a fun logistic nightmare on some of the stuff. So now I need to go in there and come out there. Go in there, come out there. Which we ain't gonna worry about that. We're just gonna do a full send. And we will cross that rodeo when we need to. Because we're about right now to the point of time where we're gonna demo this monster. So that's the fun of that. We're going to demo this monster. And that's one of the parts of the pieces we have to unkink is the how everything works. So that's the basic infeed done. So I think up here that can't connect to that because that's going to get connected to down. So we're just going to, because these machines are rods. Yeah, okay. She's an equal opportunity program. We're just gonna run this, that, that, and then not need those on there at all. I didn't even realize they were on there. Well, I should say I didn't realize they were on there. I knew they were on there because I put them on there. So what we're going to do, I think, is we're going to go Mark 2 on there. We're going to go all the way down here. They're like that. I think, and then we're going to try to see if it will let me. See if it's maneuverable. If it's not, I'll have to do well, that worked out. Not. I don't know if I'm pretty sure I can connect those together. What I can do too is this. Is that an out? No. That's an in. Okay, so that can't be like that then. Well, it can. It just has to be done differently to give me... a little bit of wiggle room. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here. Do the same thing here, over there, to take them back out in this system. Now, how we do the rest of them, we only probably have one little issue on one there, and I think other than that, I think they're it's pretty straightforward. So now, same spot, we're just going to put it if I move it tight to the wall, it should give me a mere couple inches. A mere couple inches is all I'm looking for. A little bit of wiggle room. A little bit of wiggle room is all you need. I wonder, is that in line? No, nowhere in line. I need to know the point. I need to know the point it's at down here. No, yeah, that's off by a mile. Looks to be pretty much a whole square over. Yeah, okay. YOLO! This is where the trying to jam it all in a building problem lies. This is where trying to jam it all in a building lies. No. Might be, but then we're just not over. How is that one? There's not enough wiggle room there for that. That's going to take some thought, Because if I had more thought, I would have moved that said unit over. Some people build them in one big building, like 22 farmer guy. He was in here earlier. His building is like massive, 70 something by 70 something by like 90 floors. So that's my big issue. I have to be able to merge all them together now to get that stuff out of the building. But there's not quite enough room there. If there's not quite enough room on that building, there's not quite enough room on any of the buildings. Okay, so that one will hook on, but then I can't hook on the next one. So looks like this side is going to have a little extra art piece on it. Maybe. I might be able to... If I can figure out where it's supposed to be, I might be able to get that. And, yeah, it's off by like a whole... I think it's off by like a whole thing. Don't look like it's off by much. Yeah, you can see it, but I don't know if that might get changed in. That might get maneuvered in. That might get maneuvered in the maneuver on the end. I might be able to move the wall ever so slightly to get that covered in. Yeah, I'm gonna do some funky. I'm gonna do some funky magic to get that, because that means that the systems are the systems are tied together. So there's no way of like say, all right, I'll move the system over. And that's the thing, you'd end up having to basically move it. So see, there's more gap over here. And now I need a gap over here to give me enough room. So that's my predicament. So for right now, we're just going to not worry about that, because that means a lot of work. like a couple hours. Because, like, you know, I have 4 buildings to match. And I don't know if I can... What would be easier? That would be easier too. Yep. That's what we'll do. These are all meant to feed this way, but we can always just take these off and make them feed this way. And then over here, just build the feed tower in. Build the out tower right here. Because there will be one coming down there, so maybe we'll build it right here. Or even right here. But that's what I'll do with that. Okay. I'm not worried about that right now. What I need to do right this moment. I don't know if it will fit. No, it won't. It'll just clip, but for testing purposes. Now, each one of them, so each one of them takes 15. So 15. 60. Okay, that's about the right number you'd have. It's like 240. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here, because I can. I want to see how this system runs. As, you know, the whole system could be junk, for as I know. I don't know. If the system doesn't work, I won't have to worry about the out. So that's why I'm testing the system to see if that works, and then I can just change the out to the other direction, or figure out how to maneuver that end. I don't know. Figure out how to maneuver something. This is not gonna help me. Because it just turned the other direction. Or, I don't know if I can. I can probably check and see if that's a splitter, and turn the splitter that it shoots out the front. not decide. There's a splitter. Splitter has more. No, I think splitter has a 3 in, 1 out, which needs to take the into. I don't know. I'll figure out a few possibilities. Right now, we're gonna just run it in. See how it. Oh. Yeah, and I remember. I forgot one task. I forgot the most important part. Most important part, Mr. Skullcrusher. I think the definement to that problem would be ain't got no gas in it. That's what's wrong with it. Would be the definement in that there. Just a little bit. I didn't have it defined. One, two. Yeah, I didn't have all the machines define what they're gonna make. Which doesn't matter, because all it's going to do is it'll feed from one. It's a 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It has a loop system, so it's going to loop. Until it fills up. And then it won't, because the only way for it to loop is you have to loop the top, which that was one of the things I wanted to do. Which, for the test, ain't gonna matter. Okay. Alright. So we're gonna go. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. Okay. So. So now that I have them all defined, I have to get the oh. Since the system is loaded, I can take all this. Because I won't need any of this anymore unless I need to take out, which I won't be able to take out, the items. Because I bet you that's after filling it right back up. Yep. Don't take very long for a belt 700 and over 700 and change belt fill up 48 stack of bin. It's a fair bit, but don't take very long. Okay, so the only thing we got left to do to test now would be to get the light and power on the goal. So we're just gonna say, okay, there you go. Mark 1 on the edge. Lower you, and we're gonna run right off that one there. And then we're gonna run all the way down to here. As far as it lets me. I'm gonna say right about here. And then we're gonna come right about here-ish. No. What? Okay, so I'm going to bring it around to that side. So, on second thought, I'm not going to go in that way. I'm going to bring it down to here. And then somewhere there, the wall studs will pop out. So we're going to go do. Okay, so there's 4 of them. So Mark 2 on the wall. And 1, 2. I don't even think I need any poles. I can just do. Four. Alright, so there's 4 dots for that one. So now what we're going to do. Is we're going to say, okay, do a mark 2 on here. The first thing I'm going to do, mark 2, is we're going to run one down. So then instead of having poles, we're literally just run the wires to the building. I don't know why. side to be weird. Two, three, four, which makes then 5 buttons. Perfect. So then we'll do a Mark II on the wall again. And then we will string this one down to that one. And we will correspond the same. Same process. And then the last one will just be an outdoor stud, and then the stud will run across. This one here will be a Mark II two-way stud. See, it's just on either side. And technically, in theory, there to there, these all should come on. That one's on, that one's on, that one's on, that one's on, okay. Floor 1 looks like it's fine. Let's check on floor 2. Green light, green light, green light, green light. Perfect. Floor 3. One green, 2 green, 3 green, 4. We're going top floor, top floor. Okay. All green, perfect. So now, the only problem we have here is I need to be able to that needs to go back down there. So that's not going to work because that's an out. So I need to start up here, which I don't know if I can start in thin air. So I don't know if I can come out of that. No. I don't even know if the belt will work from that. Talk about trying to maneuver here. I need this. Oh, I jumped over. I wanted it to be up there. I need to get up there. Okay. So that's why that's not gonna work, because that's. I wonder. Does that do the same? Does it do the same? No. Okay, so I wanted it to be. Here. That might work. That might get really pissy. So this whole part works, which is deadly. Why are you not like? It literally won't. It doesn't have enough sense to know how to do. Okay, whatever. What we got here? Okay. 10. There's none coming back on the return. So what do we have over here? 7. And no material. I don't know how many material I have left. So I only put one. So it's just taking time. So yeah, this is what I was thinking. It's the lower ones are robbing it before the upper ones are getting any, because that was the upper one. So now let's see what kind of numbers we get in here. Yeah, see, they get 67. They should, that should update it. What? You're telling me it won't let me? No, it won't let me. Click on it and it lights up. Why won't that let you? So yeah, until the upper system is not going to get as much. That's the only reason I did it that way, not a staggering system. These guys got, that one got 38 with nothing in it, but this got 8, the difference you see right here is this got 84 pieces after going through it. And now I got 40, so that got 124. 125, so these two are pretty even. One second, guys, nature's calling. There you go, guys. Yeah, audio's having an issue. That should go away in a sec. There you go. So, see. So that's a Mark II. So that line should technically, if it's a Mark II, be moving 120 pieces per minute. But any of the other ones you usually do, you can just go like this to it. And it usually... I don't know why this one's not letting me... You click on it, like, just hover to it. And it usually lets me upgrade it. I'm thinking if I upgrade the line, maybe I can get more pieces through, which will fix the... Because it's already a tier 5. It's Did I already upgrade that? I said I'm gonna use it here for off, so then. So then. I just. Yep. So then that's technically running more. Just get some. That was the problem. Let's put these back here and have a look now. See what kind of. Because it's splitting it, so it's. Oh, that's what it is. It just needs. The line coming in needs to be more. How's this one looking? Just that piece. Well, that's probably a problem. I had a single piece there. Okay. It's part of my problem. Alright, let's check on the third level. See if I can get some sense of that. Okay, that's working out. Let's go to top. To top. But the thing now is you're getting more up to here, so up to here means then you're getting more pieces. So let's, yeah, this one has. That might be an issue too. Because it's splitting it, so it's when it gets to here. I don't know. No, not quite. Okay, so that's got 100 with 56 in it, so that's not too bad for the first floor. It's just 4 floors high. It's just 4 floors high, sir. And how's it going? Okay, so that was the problem. Oh yeah, but it's a 40. square drop. I parachute everywhere. Let's see here. The very, very top, all the way in here. It's got items in it. Okay, so that's not too bad then. So that will work. It just needs to be faster coming in so that the belt could. Okay, that's fixing that. But we ain't getting into it tonight. And how'd you find the channel? See, this is what happens when you don't. So that's one side. I still didn't get that figured out. Yeah, this is. This is the third version of the original base. This is the third version of the OG square. Sweet. We're a decently small channel. Right now we're playing a little Satisfactory. We do a little bit of farm sim too on occasion, but I've been trying to trying to finish the game, and I'm not far off. Okay, so I need to finish the top. So I need to try and get the. So if you're a newer Satisfactory player, you're looking at this like, what is he have built? It's basically a rod factory, and I'm just trying to get the configuration now for the belts and stuff worked out. Yeah, I haven't had no issues with it. The only problem I have is the disassembly thing doesn't work right. That's not since 1.1. That's since an update before 1.1. But when you hold on to square to delete it, it doesn't work right. I don't know if I just have a setting screwed up or what I have done. I don't know if there's dimensional depot. Yep. I had to think what you were talking about. I have it. I use it a little bit. I just had to stop and think what it was. I'm building literally right next to the base, so I don't really need anything. Everything is just right there. Just want to do tier 5. That's a really good feature. Now I wonder will let me this time because it's further apart. Yes. Sweet. Oh yeah, the new 25 is pretty good. It's cleaned up here now. It lasts a little while. Ooh, you're not down here. Oops. Yeah, it's hard to say. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it in a couple months myself. I was playing modded maps, and every time they would do an update, it would wreck the modded map. So I gave him a bit of time to fix the modded map. Fix the game to fix the modded map. Came over here to finish this Satisfactory save. Getting boats. Okay, so now I need to put the... Yeah, there's always... There's... Yep. I just don't have patience to make them line up. Really, truly. Betcha that's out through the wall now. Betcha I just ruined the outside. Nope. Sweet. And I did it again. Yeah, and it's still too. Maybe might work. Okay, so that's meant for that. Assuming they must have used them all, we can always give them a bit more. So, how far along are you on Satisfactory? Like in unlocking tech. Is there anything you're wondering? Anything you want to see? At this point, I pretty much have almost everything unlocked except the tier 4 stuff you see there. I have oil, natural gas. Oh. So, let's have a look and see now how the up and down is working. Because then it should give me more material. I've played. This is probably my 5th playthrough, but I always get stopped at like tier 6, tier 7. Okay, so they all run in, so they're not. So this one will be the fullest. And okay, so he's done. These guys are pretty well done then. All right. So that side of it works. I just need to figure out to do the other side. And the easy way doesn't quite fit. I don't know, he's... beautiful. Oh, you're done. You're just not done filling up. Oh, okay. Yep. No, I'm like that too. I'm a conveyor belt kid too, if you're, as you can see. I'm what you would call a conveyor belt kid. So that's what the buildings are all going to look like in the end. These ones. I gotta finish putting the roofs on them, and that's they're the size of a build plate. Your 2nd level build plate, that's exactly what the size are. I have those, and I have these over here that make the... No worries. You back there now? Yeah, I don't have a build plate for that. I don't know if it... But now they did unlock the new build plate to stretch to build plate, so that probably would be a good thing to unlock. I have these, and then I have the system that's in them. And then I have the smelter house. Which the smelter houses are down here. They're just basic, you know. 4 in each one, you know. It's just basic smelter house. Down here, the outsides have to be the frames gotta get put on too. When they're done, then they'll look like this over here. So this is the completed ones. Those ones, and that's a bigger version of them. But yeah, so I don't have very much done in the build plate. I have the little building, the big building, and the system. But I'm pretty much at this point. I'm getting ready to do the last round of Space Elevator. Yeah. I have, you know, all kinds of shenanigans just dumped everywhere here. Like this is quick wire. The aluminum from over there, the bars from over there run along the bottom. Which that goes out to the steel. If you know your way around the grass biome, you know where you're to. If you know your way around the grass biome. Let me grab some steel here. Steel goes along there. Let me come right back to the main base. I also have, if I keep going in this direction or the other one over there, it goes out to where the oil's to, where the natural gas is to, out that way. Quick wire stops for right now, right there. It's in the end gonna end up over here. I just didn't finish it yet. And like there's sand more down there, gotta come up and get dumped into a bin up here. But I don't normally. The jetpack I keep dying or I can't get down. I never ever understood, never ever figured it out. Go there. I just use the parachute and just jump around. So like here I have Oh, I have all the fuels. I could use natural gas if I wanted to. The only one I don't have made is the turbo fuel. We're back in my base. Just a little bit of storage. This is just extra because I deleted everything that was here. I just have one lonely feller right there. Before I change this whole process here, there used to be stairs there. And over there was the storage. You see, with me, I'm loading up to go on an adventure. Everything done. Up to 8. So I'm here loading up. Like, the bins are here, that's here. I don't have that one done yet. That's next on the line. That's part of that tier up there. We don't have nuclear. No version of it yet. But it will be way over there. Never really found nuclear yet either. I think it's... Oh yeah, I have it all unlocked. I just never found... When I went to do these last 4 objects up here, I think you need nuclear for those. So then I went back to do... Because I have all the... natural gas, and they're all over here. I can make those. And those. I just have to feed some of them by hand, but overall they're all there. So I need to make, I think to make some of those stuff, you need to make more heavy modular frames to make the funky frames. So that's where I ran into needing more heavy modular frames. So that's where I started making that. These here, which are making heavy modular frames, which then I needed more light modular frames. So then I went on a wild adventure to redo basically tier 1 business to make more modular frames. To make more heavy modular frames, to make more funky modular frames for that. Nope. Not a 1. I've been playing it for years. Funny thing is why I don't have mods in this is I got pissed off at mods on FarmSim. So when I want to play something that there's no mods, no hassles, no anything, I can play this. But right now, guys, it's time to shut her down and go home in a bit. It's Sunday night. Everybody got work in the morning. So... oh yeah. But we're going to shut her down now for the night. So thank you for all coming out. TM One Shot, thanks for the chat. We're going to raid out to someone here now in a moment. No worries, if you're floating around, we'll be back Thursday night, same time. So we'll rate it to someone, follower. See who's on. Hey, look. Right into this fella. Hopefully he don't have any sound on. You too, Skull Crusher. You too. Thank you very much for all coming out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See you all Thursday night.